Welcome back, everybody. So I am going to upgrade my Bitzenburger, my fletching jig. Been packing this thing around forever. It's got a lot of use and I do like it. However, there's one main thing I really don't like about this, and that is the knob on this. It's got some slop in it. You can feel it. It's gritty feeling. It's not real smooth. I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. It's got quite a bit of wiggle in there. I came across this product. I've actually known about it for a while. I just never did anything about it. But AAE makes the Bitz Knob. And I thought, you know what? Let's just try it out. See what I think. So here it is. Got it. It's nice looking, well machined. You know, I'm hoping it takes some of the slop out of there. I'm also hoping that I'll check the other one here, that the nock fit is a little tighter. That feels good. Yeah, that's a little sloppy there. So it's real simple to change. Let's get the camera down here and show you how I'm going to do this. So on the underside, there's a screw. It's right here. I've had this apart several times in the past, just trying to keep it clean, put a little bit of grease in there, just trying to make it feel less gritty. So all you do is just pop this little screw out, and this slides right out. Definitely got some wear marks on it, but it's been sloppy since the day it was new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of little oil on a rag and just kind of clean this out inside there. It's not too bad, but it can't hurt. Yeah, it's got a little dirt in there. I'm going to take out the detent also. You've got the 3 on the back here. If you're unfamiliar with these will do, you know, 3 fletch, 4 fletch. So I typically just only run a 3 fletch on all my setups. And then in here, there's going to be 3 little springs and 3 little ball bearings. I think what I'll do is I'll just put them in this rag here. Just give them a hose down with some oil. It's just a little WD-40 here. Clean them up a little bit. Make sure there's no gunk on them. And there was gunk on them. Yeah, definitely got some dirt on there. I think I'll shoot just a little oil down through the holes here too. Okay, I've got everything cleaned up. You know what, I should probably, just for fun, just wipe this down too. Now, before I do that actually, let's, I'm curious. Okay, slide that on my arrow. There is no play there. There's virtually no play in this thing at all. This one though, because I can feel this even when I got it set up, that's sloppy. That's another complaint I had with this thing, was that's really loose fitting on there, when this one is just tight. There's no slop at all. Good. So let's go ahead and just slide this in, put our retaining screw back in. Then we can drop in the little detent balls here. With the springs on top of them. Then we can take our little set screws. Now what I like to do is I leave these back 2s, because I just do a 3 fletch, so I leave these back 2 set screws just about flush here. And you should not feel a detent there, and I don't, so that's good. I'll take the center one and do the same thing. And then the last one, which is the one I use, and we're going to set this down with some pressure on it, down below the surface. Not too much pressure. There we go. Nope, too much pressure. Back it up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's 100% better. Wow, nice audible click to it. No slop. Move this thing back and forth. It's just locked up. It's nice and solid. Push the arrow down in there. I'm holding the arrow tight. And if I move that knob, it's moving the arrow. There's no slop at all in there. I like that. That's good. I popped it back apart because I almost forgot to tell you. This also has a very nice feature on it. There's a little Allen screw right here. And if you just back this out, the piece that your arrow knocks into is adjustable. So you can spin this thing around in here. So if you're trying to set this up on an arrow that maybe is missing a fletch or something like that, this gives you just a little bit of workability to get that timed absolutely perfect. Okay, so that's back together. So like I was saying, if you break this loose here, this little set screw on the knob, break that loose, you can put an arrow in here, and I can just spin the arrow. Let me go get one without fletching on it. So I can put this in here, and I can spin this arrow all the way around. So what I can do is, if I want to line up my fletching, so if I was just doing one fletch because I tore one or something, I could line this up, and then I can put this set screw back in. Now, I'm right back in time to where I set these fletchings before, so it's going to be really easy. It's going to be a lot easier to set up my fletching on this if I had to replace one, which sooner or later I'll have to. So that's super simple. That doesn't take but just a few minutes to do. I think it's well worth it for sure. These aren't that much money, and boy, that feels so much better. Again, this one's not horrible, the factory one, but just being able to lock that up a little bit tighter without the slop in there, and then they also fit so much better on the Bitz Knob, the nocks do, than this factory one. That thing is just sloppy on there. So, you know, does it really make a huge difference if you were building an arrow, fletching up your arrows? Hard to say. Probably not a huge difference, but you know, every little bit helps, I think. You know, tolerance stacking, right? So if you have something off, a little bit off here, a little bit off there, a little bit off over here, you know, that tolerance stacking starts to add up, and pretty soon you can have some other issues that you're chasing your tail with. So anyways, I think that is slick. I'll leave a link below to one of these, and I'll leave a link to the jig too. I do like these jigs. They're nice. I think they've been around forever, and they're just good jigs. So I'll save the old one, put it back up there somewhere. Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. If you've ever thought about getting a better fletching device, you know, if you've got an old school one, just throw a knob on there. All right, that's it for the day. See you next time.